What's up, college football fans and Mean Green fans? Noe Valente here once again with the Mean Green Show, joined once again by JD, and we're going to talk about UNT's starting quarterback Austin Aune jumping into the transfer portal. And before we get into all that, guys, you already know the drill. If you're a fan of college football, G5 football, any or all of the above, consider hitting that like and subscribe button because that is truly all that we talk about. All right, JD. Well, news just broke. I don't know, probably within 30 minutes or so that Austin Aune, is I guess switched his intentions from draft prep and all that to testing the waters with the transfer portal. And as much as everyone gives him flack, I mean, he's coming off of a season where he went 56.4% completion, 33 touchdowns to 15 interceptions, and just a little over 3,500 yards. So that's not that bad of a season. So I would think there would be some suitors out there that maybe just need a guy they can plug in for a year to bridge them over to their next guy. But anyway, I want to get your thoughts on it. I mean, what do you think? Where do you think Austin Aune ends up? I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of a shock because we heard pretty much all year that he was NFL draft bound. He was wanting to test his luck. He did the MLB, and I mean, you got to give him credit for a guy to be able to go and play minor league baseball like he did to have a chance to play in the NFL is impressive within itself. I mean, we've never been denying that Austin Aune is a great athlete, and this year he took great strides. I mean, his completion percentage went up 5%. 33 touchdowns up from 9 the year before. I think the big problem, and I think where we talk about Jekyll and Hyde a lot with him is the 15 interceptions, and most of them seemed like they were in key parts of the game, and they were big. I mean, they were either pick six or other team was taking it, down to their own red zone. But I don't know. There's advisory committees and there's other stuff when dealing with the draft. So I don't know if Aune, threw his name in the hat to see if there's any interest and maybe got some advice to try another year. And I mean, if he makes the same improvement he did this year from last year to next year, I mean that's I could see him easily being drafted. I mean, he did improve a lot this year, but as far as North Texas, I don't see him, fitting in this offense. I could see him, especially with the NFL, trying to go to an offense that's a little more maybe pro style to try to raise his stock that way. And also another school to look at is California. That's where Mike Blesh went, the former OC quarterback coach for North Texas. There's a familiarity there. And they just lost 2 quarterbacks to the portal. So, I mean, even if Aune's not going there to start, he's going – he could go out there and at least give them depth and help put in the offense. But it's a strange move because Aune, he has a house in Denton. He's got a wife, got a kid. So, you would think that he would want to stay around here. But, to chase the NFL dream, he may be willing to move off for 1 year to try to make it work. But yeah, I didn't see it coming. I figured, once he tried out for the draft or, was entered his name in the hat for the draft, I figured he would, at least try to make a practice squad and try to go that route if not drafted. But the NFL has a funny way of, the storylines, those day 3 draft storylines. I remember a couple years ago, the kid from Germany got drafted as wide receiver. I could see Aune being a day 3, the 29-year-old former New York Yankee storyline making. So I am kind of shocked to see him pull his name out unless he just got word that, hey, there's no chance you're getting drafted. Go back and try to raise your stock a little bit more.
Yeah, and Cal plays North Texas, right, to open up 23.
Yeah, you could have Blesh and Aune coming back, which would be interesting. I think both of them would have, something to prove, extra. I mean, I think every game is important, but that would be an extra motivation there, to beat their old school. So yeah, that would be interesting. Like I said, if that was the landing spot for him, and like I said, that's definitely got to look at it as a possibility. I mean, Jake Roberts hit the portal, Asher Albertine hit the portal, and Blesh has offered both those guys. So, I definitely think that he's trying to get some North Texas guys in there because, I mean, kind of like we've seen Eric Morris do with his staff. The more guys you can get from that familiarity, the easier it is to input a new system. So, I mean, if he could land some of these North Texas transfers, it could help, maybe move the ball a little or get the process going a little quicker there in Cal.
Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting to see how this ends up. But well, thank you for jumping on, JD, and we'll keep our eyes on the portal as always.
Go Mean Green.
Go Mean Green.